I don't think there's anything to do.
Talked about the zoning,
So these are the 3 floor plans, that I worked with the design team. I haven't really narrowed everything down here, but I think there's been a lot of question of what are you building? So this is just kind of some footprint to show everyone what we're looking at. Of course, again, minimums for the homes of, 15 by 15 masters, 12 by 12 spare bedrooms or guest bedrooms or regular bedrooms, 4 bedrooms and an office, and 3 bathrooms. So lots of space in these homes. All of these floor plans offer that. It's just narrowing down to what we're going to do here. But just give us an idea. Any questions here? And then what everyone really likes to do. So these next few slides are example elevations. Please take note that all of these have garages on the right side. They're not all going to be on the right side. They'll be flip-flopped, and we'll play with elevations and such as one just like that. But these give you ideas of what we're looking at.
none of them will have a single door garage. Just know that.
Yes.
That is for sure. We think that looks really tacky.
Yes, they will all have this split look here. We're gonna all have that.
Yeah.
And
And so I think this actually brings up Mr. Chisholm's question right there. If you notice, one of the things that we really like is where one of the garage doors maybe sets back a little bit. It just, again, gives you that visual perception that's what we're trying to accomplish, right? That's the goal. Because when you just stand in front of a house and it's just flat, from one side of the elevation to the other, I think it just takes away from the elegance of the whole.
And of course, these are not exact colors or anything else, just elevation. So. Here's some interior examples. This is work that I've actually done. I think some things that people have asked, what's going to be different about these versus what you see here. We're not going to do the over the stove microwave. There will be a hood vent there with nice tile that goes on the back. We're looking at upgrading the floors. Everything as far as the kitchen goes, just so we're all on the same page, none of this is prefab. This is all custom. We don't do anything prefab. So depending on the floor plan, some of those may change as we build the houses because of certain things, and that's okay. But the great thing is they're not prefab, so we can alter those with our cabinet guys.
I think that's a good point.
Has your price point changed?
It has. That's a really good question. So when we were looking at, we've discussed so many. It was 24, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 24. So when we were looking at the 24, anywhere between 24 and 26, our price point we would have been able to accommodate 325 to 350. Sorry guys, it's just a lot of numbers in a lot of different, So 325 to 350 would have been the ideal price point that Heather and I felt the most comfortable with. That price point would have worked with 24 to 26 homes. Now that we've scaled back and given everyone, right, that 50-foot wide lot, yes, unfortunately, our price point has changed. So we're at around 400 to 450, right around there. I'm actually actively working on the bid right now to be able to shrink my schedule, not estimate actually, my schedule cost right now. That's what I'm working on. And so, that will fluctuate, but a good solid range, 400 to 450. Now, you may ask, well, Juan and Heather, has it changed your approach any? Well, it actually has. And I know you didn't have this, but I want to just take this answer to the next level. So you'll notice that the elevations that we're showing you versus the elevations that we initially showed you guys went from a 2-story to a 1-story. We just feel that it's more appropriate given the fact that how big much bigger the lot is, right? That's number one. Number two, how do you add value? How do you go from from a $350,000 house to now a $425,000 house. People expect an office, a designated office space that does not encroach or take away from that fourth bedroom, which you can get away with at a $325,000 price point, right? What are some of the other changes? Heather's already mentioned them. You know, people are going to want to walk in and see a microwave above the stove. That's a no-no. You can't do that. Not that someone doesn't even have the stove with that. But anyway, yeah. So those are just some of the changes, right? People expect a backsplash, and some of the other upgrades that we're going to have to work on regarding the interior. It's really about finishes and giving them a little bit more room.
Just another example there.
I've got a stove.
That one, look, that one went through COVID hit hard on that.
I knew it.
Yeah.
And to recap, these are all one-story houses.
These are actually two.
These are the
So
ones
those
we're
are
building
right
are
now.
one story,
The one you're talking about are one-story houses,
one story.
all brick and rock
All the way around.
combination
Mhm.
around the whole house,
Yep.
not just the front or
Not
side.
Nope,
The whole
not at this point. You'll see here, so again, you talk about
Say that again, Darren.
Could you go back and say what you were saying?
Me.
Yeah.
I was just asking them to reiterate that the houses would be, all the houses built would be one story, and they would all be brick and rock combination, but they're all the way around the house, not just the front of them.
So one of the things we think, and that is a good point, because one of the things we want to be able to cater to the masses, right? And there's a lot of people that don't like stairs, and then we start getting, so this is just easy, it's pretty, it's nice, everyone loves it, and we're good to go. Upgrades for bathrooms, you can see here, this is our work, you know, light fixtures, you can clearly see, you know, we'll do a little bit higher end light fixtures. In the master, there'll be actually a lot more space. This way, and then we're also doing a tub shower. There won't be a tub shower combo. So you talk about some of the little things that really make a big difference to
Because the price point that Heather is showing you is really this price point that we're building right here. It maxes out at about what, 280, 285. So we're showing you these are real. You can actually walk into these houses. They're going to max out at about 280, 285. Okay, but we don't want to come in here and show you something that we haven't actually seen when it comes to the interior finishes. So price point, 280, you know, maxes out. We're saying we're going to build something that's got to be $400,000. Someone that's going to buy a $400,000 house expects a soaking tub, whether they're going to use it or not, I have no idea, and a tile shower. You know, that separation. It just seems it's the big differentiator. Yeah.
This is just a different point of view. This is one that we did that's got his and hers separate, little different layout. So this next part kind of gets into some things that we talked about all along here, the lot size, the setbacks, the parking. Is there anything you guys would like for me to reiterate here?
Is the parking still is it the 6?
So it's still the 6, yep. And of course, if we play with that 35 to 40, you know, that gives them a little more room, and a little less, 35, you know, that 5 foot there. But that's still the same.
And we will be going from 16 to 20.
Yes.
That'll give them a little bit more elbow room when they're exiting the vehicles.
And then we just highlighted the close stuff, so they can see any parts. Any questions?
The infrastructure part of this project, is that gonna be done first? We're gonna have the road in and the plumbing in?
Are you talking about
Before we start building the house?
horizontal?
Huh?
You're talking about the horizontal site development?
No, the whole,
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So, yes, the plan is to go in, put in all of the site development for all the horizontal, which is, you know, give or take, it's the same thing, and then we're gonna start building. Yeah. So our hope is to be able to do somewhere around 4 or 6 at a time. you know, and we hope those fly off the shelves so that we can build another 4 to 6 at a time. I know, here's